Hello, my name is Rachel Burden. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and I'm going to talk to you today about something I'm very passionate about, and I'm going to talk about it in a way that may be slightly different than you're used to. So I'm going to talk about integrity, and I feel like often our thought process around integrity is simply being honest, doing the right thing, having good character, having good morals. And while all of that is important and valuable, and let me just touch on that for a second before I go on to the second part of what I want to share. That is essential in your business, because if you're not doing those things, you're obviously not trustworthy. But one thing that I want to highlight on that is often I feel like we have the best intentions, right? We launch a group, or we make a post about coaching someone, or we say we're going to do something and we have the best intentions, but for other various reasons, we fall off, or we drop the ball, or we fill in the blank. And that does paint a picture of our integrity. So yes, on that point, absolutely have that integrity in your business. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you make a post about coaching someone, when they sign up with Plexus, they get a coach with you, they get one-on-one support. Make sure you're following through and you're offering that to your people. If you offer a rebate, make sure you send it. If you tell someone you're going to do something, make sure you're doing it, right? And on that as well, guys, our products are awesome. So you don't have to add an exclamation point to the end of our products. Don't promise that our products can do something that they can't do. Set up realistic expectations, and all of that flows into integrity. And yes, that's so important. But what I want to talk about today is a different aspect of integrity. And that aspect is having integrity with who you are as you build your business, as you grow, as you walk through personal growth and personal development. Having integrity with who you are and who you were created to be. So we talk a lot that network marketing is a personal development plan with a compensation plan, or a personal development journey that we get paid for, right? And that's because we often sign up, we begin to do the things that we're coached to do. Hopefully we see some measure of growth, and then this happens, right? We begin to hit a wall. Some people say we get stuck, or we're not signing as many people as we did in the beginning, or we're not getting people to, get an accountability partner or go silver as quickly as we did at one point. And we find ourselves struggling and feeling like we're on a hamster wheel, or we are in a various combination of places, right? And what do we turn to? We turn to personal growth. We have to grow. We have to expand our leadership. We have to develop communication. We have to work on all the things to develop and grow. And that's so important. But what I want to talk about in that aspect is having integrity with who you are as you are on that growth journey. Also want to challenge you. Yes, if you recognize a blaring weakness, yes, work on it. If you struggle to follow up, you got to work on that, right? Like, we've got to follow up to have success in this industry. Hands down, I don't think there's anyone who would argue with that. You have to do those things. So yes, work on your weaknesses, but I want to challenge you to press into your strengths. When you press into your strengths and you grow in the area of your strengths, you are developing yourself further along into who you're created to be. And I can promise you, when you press into the fullness of who you were created to be, there is something so exciting. In that moment, you begin to shine. You begin to feel alive, and you have that moment of, this is what I was created for, because you're flowing and functioning in that place of your created purpose. And so I want to challenge you to press into those strengths, press into the things that make you feel alive, and allow yourself to shine in those things. Don't focus all of your energy and all of your attention on the things you're the worst in. Yes, we do have to grow, right? We have to put our big girl panties on, or big man underwear. I don't think they wear panties, and do the hard things sometimes. So I'm not saying avoid the hard things or avoid the weaknesses, but allow yourself to flourish and grow in your strengths. When you allow yourself to grow and you're having integrity with who you are, your business begins to blossom. So this impacts all of your life. So as you find yourself in that place that you are like, okay, I want to press in, I'm going to grow, I want to have integrity with who I am, right? That's going to impact not just the quality of your business, because hands down it will. It's also going to impact the quantity of your paycheck. And that's also what we're here for, right? That's also why we are in business, and that's not a bad thing. You can serve and love and add value to the people in your life and make good money, and that's not a bad thing. And guys, I emphasize that because that was a struggle I had for a long time. I had this fear. My husband and I are in ministry, and I had this fear that people were going to think I valued money over valuing ministry. So as you're pursuing that part of integrity with you, know that when you're being the best version of yourself, you can also make money, and that's a good thing. And you may be like, of course that's a good thing. But for me, that was a struggle. So I'm clarifying that as I continue on this point. But what I want to encourage you with is to really think as you talk, as you post on social media, as you write messages, as you reach out, as you follow up, as you develop your teammates, as you help them do those things, really ask yourself, is this in alignment with who I'm created to be? It's often that word we talk about as being authentic, right? Yes, we want to be authentic with who we are, but it goes a little bit further than that. And allow yourself to, and it is intimidating and it's vulnerable to be like, this is the real me, and that's the picture that I'm going to put out on social media or in person or in all of life. Because as we walk that road of personal development and growth, it's easy to think, okay, what does this person, they've had success on social media, so what does their social media look like, and how can I make my social media look like that so I can see success the same way they did? Or how are they developing leaders? What conversations are they having? What things are they saying so that I can do that, so that I can see that success? And while there's value in learning from others, obviously we're doing a Jules in January series. I would not be recording a video or taking part if I didn't think there was value in that. Yes, there's value in learning. But learning in your journey of how can I be the best version of who I'm created to be? Is my social media reflecting who I am? Am I in that place of alignment of having integrity with who I am? And I'm not just copying every single thing that everyone else is doing because I want to see the success that they have found. Your success will look different from everyone else's success, and that's okay. And that's beautiful, and it's a part of your journey. And your business and your team and the people you bring on this journey with you will have better value added into their life if you are being you. And so that's my challenge to you, is to ask yourself, what things make my heart beat? Guys, it's okay if it's not supplements. It's okay if you're like, my number one passion is fill in the blank, and that's not supplements. You can tie that into who you are and encourage the people in your life in that way and still build a Plexus business. And that is where I think often burnout comes from, is we find ourselves in a place that we think Plexus only has to be our passion and supplements have to be my life and healthy, crunchy. Guys, I'm crunchy, a little crunchier than I think people would like sometimes, but it's okay to have a passion and have excitement and have the authentic you being something that's not health focused. You tie in health, you tie in supplements, you tie in living a natural life into those things because there's value in that and there's beauty in that. But when you are you, when you allow yourself to have that alignment with integrity of who you are, you will feel fulfilled. You will shine in that place, and your business will reap the fruit of that. So that's my challenge to you today, is to ask yourself, what things make my heart beat? What things cause me to come alive? What things make me feel fulfilled? And how can I press into that and implement that in my business, in my social media presence, in my training? And how can I flourish in that place? Because when you are you, you will see the biggest return for your time, the biggest return for all the effort and resources that you are putting into your business, because that's who you were created to be. So I hope that somehow impacted you, and I hope you have an amazing 2022 as you press into those things. And if in 6 months you realize like, hey, I fell off this wagon of all those things I learned in Diamonds in December and Jewels in January, that's okay. You pick it back up then and you press into the fullness of what you were created for. Thank you for letting me share with you today.